news at 6.
Water everywhere, but none to drink. Of course, for the most part, it's frozen, but that continues to be our big story tonight. MLGW customers are dealing with unprecedented water supply problems after this winter blast.
You know, the big question for everyone tonight is the utility, is MLG&W planning to shut off the water? Well, Daryl, we can let them know that the answer is no. But everyone will more than likely experience some sort of water pressure issue.
I don't think people understand what it would take to shut off the water citywide and then turn it back on. That's quite a massive undertaking. Tonight, we're breaking down the problem MLGW is facing and what they are doing to fix it. Right now, customers, you'll notice you have very low water pressure if you have water at all. That's because there are leaks all through the system. Leaks in the water mains. And as the lines thaw, more water mains are likely to break.
Well, Fox 13's Dominique Dillon is on this story for us tonight. Dominique, as crews work to fix the water main breaks that are causing the pressure problems, MLG&W, they're also trying to dispel all these rumors.
That's right, Darcy. Like you mentioned, a big rumor that was floating around is whether or not MLGW had any plans of cutting off everyone's water. Well, I spoke with the president and CEO of MLGW this afternoon, and he assured me that that is not happening. They have no plans of cutting off people's water supply. We're also told there's no need to worry about filling your bathtubs or jugs with water because they don't plan on cutting off the water. But you should make sure that you're careful. Make sure you help conserve water. Make sure you boil it. If you cannot boil water for whatever reason, then go out and try to find water bottles if they haven't already been bought up. But another thing that they also mentioned is that they're asking larger water users to cut back. For example, TVA, which operates the Allen natural gas plant, they were told to cut back, and we're told that they are doing so. But one more key thing I'd like to add is that if your water is cut off, it's most likely because of a water main break or because you have a leak.
In some cases, with those large users, we will be restricting their water usage, turning some of them off if we continue to have these pressure problems.
And in a news release late this afternoon, TVA said it has taken the steam turbine generator at the Allen plant offline, and they're sure that that will help the city with the water pressure issue they're facing. But once again, MLGW is asking you not to believe the rumors that are floating around and to make sure that you get all of your information from their official sites. Reporting live downtown, Dominique Dillon, Fox 13 News.
Thank you, Dominique. Now, we have seen temperatures warm up quite a bit today, but still not above freezing. And the overnight lows will refreeze any of the moisture that's left on the roads after the melt. Chief Meteorologist Joey Selipek is live in Severe Weather Center 13. Joey, we need the temperatures to get above freezing for really a whole day to start to see this stuff diminish.
Yeah, probably that and then a little bit more. So let's cover a few of those critical points. As you've been hearing, we're about to enter this process. Some melting occurs. It's going to refreeze overnight into the early morning hours, and then we start that over again until it's all gone from the roadways and likely lingering in some parking lots. You know, those big piles that got plowed into those huge mounds. It's going to take days, even under sunshine and warm conditions, for that to melt away. The good news is we are warming a little bit each day as we go into Saturday, Sunday, and then next week. We're eager to see that. We'll also add rainfall to the mix overnight Sunday into early Monday, and that will help this process as well. We're looking at temperatures over the next few hours. Now, these are the air temperatures staying close to the single digits, and we're going to drop as we go into the 4 to 7 o'clock hour tomorrow morning. We're going to get you ready for all that, so just buckle up and get prepared and stay warm and dry. We'll have a full look at this coming up in about 15 minutes.
Now we are putting it in onto this, and there is no water.
Well, no water, also no heat. Two of the biggest complaints impacting residents across the Mid-South. And the problems could only get worse as we head now into the weekend. Fox 13 Siobhan Riley is joining us live in Shelby County. Siobhan, you spoke with someone at an apartment complex in Midtown who says that the problem actually started yesterday morning.
That resident of Idlewild Apartments, there's like so many residents, he and his family, they are like many residents who have no heat and also no water. Now this is a big problem because that means if you're trying to cook you're not going to have much luck. And that resident was sitting in his home with layers of clothes on. Take a look at the video that he showed us earlier. This is video of Mr. Mazhar Hussein trying to turn his water on, and obviously nothing is coming out. Just imagine being at home in conditions like this and you can't take a shower or brush your teeth. Hussein says that management went on to say that the water is what supplies the boiler to pump heat. Without water, there is no heat. MLGW has said freezing temps caused main breaks and low water pressure Monday, which eventually led to no water.
My heart definitely goes for those elderly people because they don't have anybody to help and support them. And we have some handicapped people also. I see them using wheelchairs. So I don't know what's going on with them. See, apartment management would send an email message, but that doesn't help these people. So we badly need this help. The MLGW, I'm sure they're working hard, but they need to fix it as soon as they can.
Help is needed across the city because I've been getting text messages from a number of people who live in apartment complexes who are having the same exact problem. Now, MLGW did say in a press conference that since Saturday, crews repaired 60 mains, and right now they are currently working to repair 5 at this time. Now, I did reach out to that resident, or to the apartment complex rather, and I'm still waiting to hear back from the manager. But again, many residents telling me they can deal with no heat, but they cannot deal with water, without water. Reporting live in Shelby County, Siobhan Riley, Fox 13 News.
All right, thank you, Siobhan. Now, the state of Tennessee is lending a helping hand to people in the Memphis area during the winter event. We reached out to Governor Bill Lee's office today, and they told us that the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency, also known as TEMA, is working with both Shelby County and Memphis Emergency Management Agency leaders. We're also told the National Guard is sending in 2 tanker trucks of water to keep St. Francis Hospital supplied. That's in addition to the 7 trucks of water that came from county sources just last night. Now, throughout this evening's newscast, we've been answering some of the questions you might have about the water problems in Memphis and MLGW's precautionary boiled water advisory. Now, a lot of people might be storing water in your fridge or other areas of your home, but after taking the time to boil it, how should you store it to keep it safe? Fox 13's Mandy Rock explains.
Health experts say you should store boiled water in clean, disinfected, food-grade plastic bottles or containers like this Tupperware pitcher. Make sure your containers are airtight, sturdy, and won't break easily. Don't use containers that were used to hold chemicals like bleach or laundry detergent. Experts also recommend against using milk or juice containers because they can be hard to clean. And also, if you're going to cook with it immediately, make sure to let it cool down first so no one gets scalded. Putting your safety first, Mandy Rock, Fox 13 News.
Well, with many grocery store shelves really bare at this point, hundreds of Shelby County families got some much needed help today. Shelby County Schools hosted its bulk meal distribution a day later than usual because, of course, yesterday's weather. Fox 13's Tony Sloan spoke to families at East High School.
This is one of about 15 schools where families waited in line for meals. The families that I talked to tells me that it's been hard after getting snowed in for the past week. Some families say they've lost their jobs, and people in their communities have been without water due to pipes bursting. They say with restaurants limited by MLGW's water issues, it's good that SES has opened their doors to give meals to families.
You know, I know in our community we had people whose pipes burst and man, they were without water and all kinds of things. So anything like this would be beneficial to our city.
More than 100 meals have been given out to families just at this location. One woman that I talked to tells me that she's been out of work all week due to the weather, and she says that this helps to put food on the table for her and for her children. Reporting in Memphis, Tony Sloan, Fox 13 News.
Well, new at 6 Roads College is moving students to hotels in Germantown and Collierville starting tomorrow. This is because of our ongoing water crisis. The school says that water pressure on the campus has diminished significantly over the last few days. They say to the point where the bathrooms are not functioning. President Marjorie Haas released a statement that reads in part, the provost has determined classes will be canceled on Monday. So beginning Tuesday, you should expect that classes will be remote until we return to campus. But we will inform you of decisions day by day. Bring your class materials to your hotels.
Also new tonight, the Marshall County Correctional Facility is feeding detainees from the grill tonight. The gas line there froze overnight at the prison, and they're under repair at this moment. With the kitchen offline for now, a spokesperson at the correctional facility says that they've turned to the good old-fashioned grill. The staff is cooking up hamburgers, hot dogs, sausages, and serving those up to detainees. They're also handing out cold-cut sandwiches, along with coleslaw, potato chips, and other food that doesn't require a stove or an oven to prepare. Marshall County Correctional Facility officials sent a special thank you to the First Baptist Church of Holly Springs, which allows staff to use their kitchen to also make biscuits, cakes, and cookies for detainees. Well, faking your age to get a COVID shot? What happened after two women dressed up as grannies just to skip the line?
So if you watch Good Morning Memphis from 4:30 to 10, we're going to make sure that you have everything you need to be prepared.
We tell you what you need to know before you walk out the door.
Well, Brittany is actually looking at all of this data, trying to figure out how the weather is going to impact your life that day and the next few days.
Lauren is not only tracking accidents happening right now in the real-time traffic center, she's also tracking where we have closures and events that could slow things down later on. If you're not prepared when you leave the house, then we haven't done our job.
Discover where a career at FedEx can take you. We have opportunities for advancement and other great benefits. Part-time and full-time positions available, with pay starting as high as $18 an hour. For all the details, visit FedExisHiring.com.
Injured? I would love to hear from you. Make that call. Let's get it on. 888, we fight.
You may not wake before sunrise. You may not spend long days growing crops or raising livestock, but you are raising something, planting seeds, nurturing. And one day you'll realize that anything worth loving is worth protecting. That's when you'll understand the difference between being insured and being reassured.
Call 526-2126.
Aloha, dudes. Me again. Up here straight shredding and about to make things more extreme with these Extreme Cash Instant Games. With a top prize of 500 grand, the only way to get more extreme is to get on my level. And you can't, because I'm all the way up here. Take your fun to the extreme with Extreme Cash Games, only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
Every day this month, Fox 13 is celebrating the people making Black history right here in the Mid-South.
Fox 13 celebrates Black history in the making. Sponsored by Henderson Funeral Home. 100% family owned with a new location coming to South Haven.
A chicken sandwich that hits different. Breaded by hand for crunchy, juicy bites. And it's Burger King. Yeah, our hand breading is as good as our plain grilling. The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Get it in the 2 for $5 mix and match deal.
If you've been denied a job, harassed, or even fired because of your health, age, race, religion, or sex, call Moria Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Mask up, Memphis. Protect yourself and your neighbors.
This is Fox 13 News.
Well, this is a scene that actually sounds almost like it was written for an 80s sitcom, but it played out in Orlando earlier this week. Here's what happened. Officials are telling us that two women appeared at a COVID-19 vaccine site, and they were dressed up as elderly women in an attempt to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Florida right now is currently prioritizing people who are 65 and older, their healthcare workers, and of course the residents of their long-term care facilities. They're the ones to receive the vaccine first. Officials at the site called police after the women's birth dates on their ID cards did not match what they used to register. They also had vaccine cards showing that they had already received the first dose.
So yesterday, we realized a couple of young ladies
can dress up as grannies to get vaccinated for the second time. So I don't know how they escaped the first time, but they came vaccinated, the bonnet, the gloves, the glasses, the whole thing. And they probably were in their 20s.
That is something to figure out. The Orange County Sheriff's Office says that the suspects, get this, they were actually 44 and 34 years old. Responding police issued them a warning for trespassing. It is not known if the two ladies dressed up to get their first doses.
Asian Americans have been robbed, assaulted, even killed throughout this pandemic. And today, members of Congress denounced an alarming spike in those anti-Asian hate crimes and violence.
What we're seeing today is simply people getting riled up with their prejudice and passions against the Asian American community, and it's just got to stop.
A U.S.-based coalition has tracked more than 3,000 anti-Asian hate incidents between March and December of last year. Now, Asian American advocates say that the hate is being fueled in part by political rhetoric against China during the pandemic. A center that tracks hate incidents says that racial slurs and verbal harassment make up the majority of those incidents accounted for. The Congressional Asian Caucus and other Democrats say that they want to make sure that people committing these crimes are prosecuted to the fullest. Last month, President Biden used his executive order to condemn xenophobic language. He called on the Justice Department to collect data on hate crimes and harassment directed specifically at Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders.
Well, of course, we are staying on top of trying to make sure you're staying safe. That's why we are monitoring the roads to make sure you are informed before you decide to head out. Traffic, as you can see, it is moving fairly smoothly right now, but we know that the temperatures are dropping. That means that the ice and snow that is melting throughout the day, it is going to freeze tonight. Fox 13's meteorologist Yasser Kishk is joining us live downtown. Yasser, what is it looking like where you are right now?
So I'm here, right behind me is the Mississippi River, which, by the way, is frozen. I've never seen the Mississippi River in Memphis, Tennessee frozen up. Of course, thin ice is always going to be a problem. Never go out on any of those frozen waterways right now. It's just too dangerous. But I got my ruler right here to show you just how kind of compacted some of this snow is. And I can't really push it in there. I have to literally stab it, if you will, to make it through. And last I checked, it was around an inch still thick of this just ice and snow that is compacted, ugly. And this is even after the melting today. And right here certainly saw plenty of sunshine to help that melting, but that black ice has now formed. We're already seeing things icing up because the sun behind me, of course, has set here in Memphis. And folks, they've been having fun here in downtown Memphis as well. They've been doing some sledding over there. Maybe you can see them standing off at the top of this the building right here. It honestly reminds me of the bunny slopes at the ski resorts, right? And you can see that one sledder just trying to enjoy it, have some fun. And this is certainly, again, kind of the bunny slope. Behind me over there, behind our photographer, you can see some other people that this is a much steeper. Let's say this is the Big Boy Hill, if you will. I mean, we've seen people literally go down the hill, slide off, and go into the road. So certainly it's been a little bit dangerous for some of these sledders going through here. And these roads are certainly very icy, but at least some people are out here still trying to enjoy this winter weather before we get into this great thaw that is headed for us. Reporting here in Memphis, Tennessee on the frozen Mississippi River, I'm meteorologist Yasser Kishk.
Thank you, Yasser. I want to show you something here. Look at how full this container is. We filled it up all the way to the top with snow and then had a time lapse to show you how much water that turns into. And it's amazing to most people how little water it takes, how small the amount has to be to give you that much snowfall. That just shows you how much air is in those snowflakes, and it should put your mind at ease just a bit, as I've had a lot of questions asking me, when all of that snow melts, that 10 inches or so of snow that has accumulated, are we going to have flash flooding? What's that going to do? Not as much water is going to come out of that as you think. Now that I've said that, I do want to add this. We have so much snowfall, especially upstream of us, that as it melts, we are expecting the Mississippi River to rise pretty significantly. But I thought that was a fantastic example. This idea came up with by Claire Jones, one of our producers, about how much snowfall is actually in one of those settings. Let's get you ready for tonight. A lot of snow still on the ground, and your air temperature cold, right at 20, dipping into the teens. And we're not going to deal with wind chill tonight. We're just going to talk about those freezing points, and we're well below it tonight and super cold tomorrow morning. Anything that's moisture-based out there, water on the roadways that was so easy to drive on today, will be a disaster tonight and tomorrow morning. You're going to see a temperature around 10 to 11 degrees early on your Saturday. Then we get into the mid-teens and right around 20. By lunchtime tomorrow, we finally climb out of the freezing zone. We hit an air temperature around 33, lots of sunshine. This is when we're really going to see the melting accelerate, around noon to 4, and finally climb out of a freezer we've been in below the freezing point for, I think, 8 to 9 days. I think we're going to get close to a record, but it's been a extremely unusual stretch of day after day where we don't get above 32. We'll hit an afternoon high of around 38. We should reach that around 3 to 4 in the afternoon. Then we start to get cold again. So let's hit reset. I want to give you a forecast for tonight. You got Friday night plans? Bundle up. Teens on the way. Your Saturday, if you're going to try to get to the grocery store, it will get better. We're going to hit a high of around 37 to 38, 3 in the afternoon. That's still cold territory. And then I'd be careful early and late. Those roads are going to deteriorate. Same thing Sunday morning. Early Sunday morning, we should be just below freezing, so you could still hit some black ice. But then we get close to 50 on the afternoon hours, clouds building, and the showers return Sunday night into early Monday. I think most of that rain is going to be an overnight event. So we've got like a 70% plus chance of rain Sunday night. Temperatures get to that 50-degree point Sunday and stay pretty much there or warmer as we head into next week, and we should begin to see all of that rain wash away as we start off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You are watching Fox 13 News at 6.
Wolf Chase Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Bartlett is celebrating the President's Day sales event with the Mount Rushmore of savings, inventory, credit approval, and customer care. 2021 Jeep Cherokees come with a special price of only $23,997 or 0% for 84 months. The hot-selling Renegade priced at $19,839 or 0% for 84 months.
Hey folks, no one beats a Wolf Chase deal. I mean, not now and not ever.
Wolf Chase! Wolf Chase! In Bartlett.
I'm a member of American Home Shield, which means this faucet may be freaking out, but I'm not.
All good here.
Something's wrong with my AC. It's blowing pretty hard and won't turn off. Luckily, I'm a member of American Home Shield. My plan helps cover the cost when parts of more than 20 home appliances and systems wear out. If they can't repair them, they'll replace them.
American Home Shield is the largest and pays the most home warranty claims.
It covers things home insurance doesn't, no matter their age. It's a beautiful day. I've never felt so good. For a free quote, go to ahs.com. That's ahs.com. Hey, Janice!
What kind of value are you looking for with your next new vehicle? With Subaru, you get Kelley Blue Book's 2020 Best Resale Value brand, 2020 Lowest 5-Year Cost to Own brand, and Most Trusted brand for 6 consecutive years. No wonder Kelley Blue Book also picked Subaru as their 2020 Best Overall brand. A trusted brand and a proven value. It's easy to love a Subaru.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 63 months on select new 2021 models.
It's time to forget your worries and escape to a place where the water is warm, the people are even warmer, and there are 1,000 worry-free moments waiting to unfold. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to
go ahead and smile.
Things started to go bad for me after I got out the hospital. The bills just kept pouring in. Then the phone calls started day and night. And then they garnished my paycheck. That's when I called Hertz Law Firm. They stop the garnishment and the phone calls. If you're having trouble with your bills, you need to call Hertz Law Firm.
Let us help you get out of debt and get a fresh start. Just call 725-1000.
Hearst Law Firm, 725-1000.
This is Fox 13 News.
How about this? Yaya the panda at the Memphis Zoo was out in the snow again today. Little known fact, pandas were actually the original models for snowmen, except for the black fur parts. The zoo posted this video of the bear enjoying the outdoors there. You see the balancing act, the falling down, the rolling around. They even put the caption up, "We think Yaya is a front-runner gymnast for the Olympics. Check out the balance beam and freestyle routine," even though that's a Summer Olympics type of activity.
I need the life of that panda. Looks like Disney Plus is making a rainbow connection. All 5 seasons of Jim Henson's The Muppet Show are now on the streaming service. Disney Plus says that this is the first time that the 4th and 5th seasons will be released on home entertainment. So fans of Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy and Fozzie the Bear can also watch The Muppet Movie and The Muppets Christmas Carol on Disney Plus.
Man, I love that Muppet Show. That was my Sunday afternoon. Let's talk about temperatures tonight. Dropping quickly, and I mean we're going to get into those low teens, almost single digits, roughly midnight on. Hard freeze on the way. Keep that in mind. All that moisture out there that melted a bit today, it's going to be like ice everywhere, like glass, and of course that's going to be dangerous driving it anywhere you're going tonight. So be safe, be careful, and know that tomorrow we start to warm up. Your afternoon is going to be the best time to hit those roadways. Then it will refreeze tomorrow night. Then we'll accelerate that Sunday as some rainfall returns and warmer conditions continue to pile up. We'll have an update on that tonight at 9.
Well, again, conserve your water if you can and be safe if you have to hit the roadways tonight.
TMZ is coming up next. We're back here tonight for Fox 13 News at 9 p.m. Be safe.
For everything